Ah, New York City, the concrete jungle where dreams are made of, and apparently so are traffic jams. But fear not, for the city's congestion pricing program has been working tirelessly to save us from the urban nightmare of bumper-to-bumper traffic. At least it was until the Trump administration decided to step in and redistribute the chaos. Yes, my dear viewers, while some presidents focus on uniting nations or perhaps tackling climate change, Donald Trump, our very own commander-in-chief, has taken it upon himself to wage war against congestion pricing. For those of you who have been blissfully unaware, New York City had introduced a congestion pricing program aimed at reducing traffic and raising funds for public transit improvements. The idea was simple: charge drivers a fee to enter the city during peak hours, thus incentivizing the use of public transport. The results? A miraculous 8% to 13% reduction in cars entering Manhattan and a 12% drop in traffic. But why let facts and figures get in the way of a good political battle, right? President Trump, ever the savior of the common man, or at least those who drive expensive cars into Manhattan, declared the death of congestion pricing with the kind of gusto usually reserved for a Game of Thrones character announcing their claim to the Iron Throne. Congestion pricing is dead. Manhattan and all of New York is saved. Long live the king, he tweeted, presumably while wearing a crown and sitting on a throne made out of discarded traffic cones. But let's not be too harsh, folks. Perhaps Trump, in his infinite wisdom, was merely trying to save the poor, downtrodden drivers from the tyranny of a $9 toll. After all, why should they suffer the indignity of contributing to public transit when they could be stuck in traffic, burning fossil fuels and time alike? The irony here is as thick as the smog that once choked the city's air. The congestion pricing program wasn't just about cutting down on traffic. It was a lifeline for New York's mass transit system, promising $15 billion for improvements. But you know, who needs functional public transportation when you can have gridlock? New York City and the Metropolitan Transportation Authority, MTA, have valiantly stepped up to challenge the administration's crusade against logic. They've asked a judge to block the efforts to kill the congestion pricing program, arguing that stopping it would only bring back the crippling congestion that has long been the bane of Manhattan. Governor Kathy Hochul has also pointed out that the funds from this program are crucial for the transit system's future. But hey, when has the future ever been a concern for the Trump administration? Transportation Secretary Sean Duffy has threatened to withhold federal government approvals for other projects and billions in funding if New York doesn't back down. It's almost as if the administration is saying, "Nice city you've got there. Shame if something were to happen to it." Ah, the sweet sound of democracy at work. In a plot twist worthy of a daytime soap opera, this program was actually approved by the Department of Transportation back in November during the Biden administration. But what's a little bureaucratic continuity when there are political points to be scored? Duffy and other critics argue that the program unfairly targets the working class and leaves drivers without a free highway option. Because, of course, the real victims here are the drivers who simply can't resist the allure of peak-hour city traffic. As we all watch this saga unfold, one can't help but wonder, what's next on the Trump administration's agenda? Perhaps a campaign to bring back the rotary phone, or a movement to outlaw the use of email in favor of carrier pigeons? Stay tuned, folks. Before we wrap up this delightful dive into the absurdities of modern governance, I'd love to hear your thoughts. Do you think congestion pricing is a necessary evil, or is it just another way to nickel and dime the public? Share your opinions in the comments below. Let's get the conversation going. And while you're at it, why not subscribe to our channel for more satirical spins on current events? Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, or a thumbs down if you think traffic jams are the height of urban living. Until next time, keep questioning, keep laughing, and keep wondering how we got here in the first place.